What is up with this Wi-Fi? All right. Welcome, everybody, to Giant Sports Talk Live. I hate to come on this morning. This was not a planned live stream by any stretch of the imagination. We were talking about it a little bit last night, guys, before we got out of here, that there was reports coming in about Rickey Henderson. And I was just waiting for official word to drop before we went live, because I'm not going to sit here and try to capitalize on someone's death. But I think it's important to come on here, especially there's a lot of Bay Area fans that remember Rickey. I mean, Johnny, I think you said it perfectly. Rickey was a god to every kid in the 80s in the Bay Area and abroad. Absolutely, Johnny. I mean, and you said it with your next comment, talking about the entire neighborhood emulated his batting stance. Absolutely. I mean, who didn't? Anytime you were playing baseball with, in the neighborhood, oh my gosh, we used to do that all the time. We would have, at least baseball. And there was at least a few of us that were always imitating Rickey's batting stance. It was just something that everyone did. Everyone loved Rickey Henderson. He was just larger than life. And yeah, it sucks. This one sucks. Died much too young, only 65 years old. I'm looking at what John Heyman was reporting. I didn't see anything about what it was. People are talking about pneumonia. Yeah, that sucks. When I mean, pneumonia is just bad as it is, but when you're a little bit older and you get pneumonia, it can be devastating, and it just sucks. And I put in the description, arguably the best leadoff hitter ever to play the game. Right? Can anyone think of a better leadoff hitter than Rickey Henderson? Not just with his speed, but just he would also take a walk. He had pop. And you get the guy get on base, and before you could even get one out, the guy is sitting at third base. Right? He's sitting at third base. You could score a run literally without even getting a hit. You could score without getting a hit. That's just how devastating that Rickey Henderson was when he was on the Bates paths. But let's hear some of your guys' memories. I know there's a few of you out there who probably remember Rickey Henderson, depending on how old you were. But wow, this one was very unexpected. Eddie last night, Eddie K. I think he, I don't want to say he summed it up nicely because that's not the right words, but he said we lost 2 number 24s in the year of 2024, and that's just. Gosh dang, man. This has been a tough year for baseball. We have lost quite a few legends in the game. Whitey Herzog, Willie Mays, Orlando Cepeda, Rickey Henderson. I think I'm missing someone out there. I can't remember. If I'm missing someone, forgive me. But it's been a tough year for baseball, losing some of the greats. And man. Oh, I know. Brian Lucas. Can you imagine Rickey with today's game? He would have had 3 times the amount of stolen bases. Look at that. Reached base 40% of the time, guys. Here, if you guys want to, here, let's take a look at his baseball reference and see the type of player that Rickey Henderson was. I mean, everyone was able to see with your own eyes. You don't need numbers. The greatness of Rickey Henderson. He played 23 seasons. I take that back. It says actually, no. Well, actually, it's 25. 25 seasons. Unbelievable. Goodness gracious. Here, guys, let's just take a look at this. Wow. Take a look at his 25-year career here. A 279 average and a 401 on base percentage. OPS of 127. Stolen bases, we all know. 1,400 stolen bases. Scored almost 2,300 runs. My gosh. I mean, the guy is just, that's why he's in the Hall of Fame. I haven't seen cause of death yet, Matthew. People have been talking about he's had an illness, and I'm sure more will come out. But wow. Wow. The guy was just amazing. He was amazing. And before Oakland had left the park, what was it, a few years ago? Wasn't it called Rickey Henderson Field? I think they renamed it Rickey Henderson Field, if I'm not mistaken. But TMZ reports pneumonia. Yeah, that's what I've heard too, Paul. The third person references. Oh, man, the best story, of course, is Harold Reynolds' story about when Rickey called him and how he won. I think he won the I shouldn't say won, but he had the most stolen bases in the 80s. I think it was in the 90s. And heck, it might have been in the early 2000s. I can't remember. And I guess Rickey called him up, said, "Rickey here, 60 stolen bases or something. I had that by the All-Star break or something to that effect," and then hung up. Man, the guy was he was a character, man. Right? I put that in the description. Larger than life. He was gregarious. The guy he was a great guy, man. Gosh dang, man. Man. Unbelievable. More Perfect America. Rickey Henderson, Jesse Orasco, and Julio Franco. Julio Fracco and John Franco, aka old ass baseball players from my youth. I was blessed to get to see so many 40-something-year-old players do well. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, absolutely. Will Clark has a great story of Rickey in spring training. Rickey be gone. Oh man, gosh, I wish we could play that. I'm sure there's a lot of clips out there with people talking about Rickey Henderson. Oh my gosh. I remember when the Red Sox signed Rickey out of Mexico at the end of his career to replace an injured Manny Ramirez. Oh, there it is. Okay, okay. I see. Hold on. I'm gonna have to take. It's freaking YouTube. I'll have to take a look at it and then we'll go from there. Yeah, towards the end of his career, you can see it right there. He was in Boston in 2002. Only played a few games. By the end, come on. Towards the end of his career, he wasn't as devastating. Of course, man. Look how old he was. He was in his 40s, man. But to go out there and put on the cleats, put on the glove, put a bat in his hands to go out there and keep doing it, man. The guy loved the game, right? The guy absolutely loved the game. Man. All right, here, I'm gonna take a look at this real quick. I got sent something here. Take a gander at it. Oh, is it a short? Oh, man. Oh, hold on. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me try to do this if I can do this. Come on. Damn. I don't know. We'll have to see how to do this one. Damn it. Ah. Hey, do me a favor. Senior, send that to my email. It's way easier to try to do it that way. I appreciate that. All right, there we go. Oh my gosh. All right. Swipe 25 bags at the age of 42. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Come on, man. Good gosh. Come on. 42 years old and he's stealing freaking bags. What's up, Rocks? Yeah, no players like today. Ricky, I guess the closest you could get is Ellie, right? Ellie is about the closest as you can get. Somewhere on there. He would have led the Giants in stolen bases this year at the age of 42. I know, that's crazy. That's crazy. Man, oh man, dude. Oh, hold on. Let me see what we got here. I appreciate the help, guys, with the sending stuff. Let me do this. Okay, let me do it this way. Come on. There we go. All right. It should hit my email in a second. What do we got? Come on, man. There it is. Bring this up. Okay, here we go. Much better. Let's hear what Will Clark had to say about Rickey Henderson. Oh man, that is great, dude. That is great. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that is so awesome. Oh my gosh. That's great stuff right there. Man. Man. People bringing in, what is it? Lou Brock, number 2, almost 500 less in stolen bases. That is absolutely freaking incredible. Absolutely incredible. Wow. More perfect. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, Will Clark still works for the Giants in an advisory role. What is he, like a special assistant? I think that's what his official title is. I'm not sure. You didn't hear anything here? I'll show you where I'm getting this information from, guys, so you know that I'm not talking. Matter of fact, I think Alex Pavlovich just tweeted it out. John Heyman was the first national reporter to report it, but now Alex just put this out. Here we go. Athletics legend and National Baseball Hall of Famer Rickey Henderson has died at the age of 65. Man. But yeah, John Heyman, he tweeted it out about almost an hour ago. Something like that. Interesting fact, Baseball Reference doesn't credit Rickey with having the most stolen bases in a season. Oh, maybe because they got the Negro Leagues records in there. That might be why. Daniel said, even though I hated the A's, my favorite player growing up was Rickey. I mean, there's a lot of that out there. Rickey almost transcended the game, right? Right. For a perfect America, I'm sure that's what it is. Has to be. Everybody just loved what Rickey did. I mean, the amount of excitement that he brought to the game of baseball, that, man, is just, it's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, a career 279 average, over 400. He had pop in the bat. And just like I said, when he got on base, man, it was a double. He didn't hit singles. Yeah, he might have started, but he didn't stay there long. And the guy was going, man. The guy was going. The guy was just amazing. And again, it just shows you the dynamic ability of Rickey Henderson. Because how many guys did he help that hit after him? Think about it. How many people that would hit after Rickey? Yes, because the pitcher's attention is now diverted to what on first base. Oh, William. Absolutely, my friend. Just shows you how that life is short. Enjoy your life to the fullest. Absolutely, William. Absolutely. Because you just never know, man. Wow. From the 1800s? So it goes way back. Gotcha.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's up, Glenn?
I got your message there. I was in the shower, so I apologize for my tardiness in this occasion, but I hopped out of the shower and then I couldn't get on. Did you see me pop in about 5 minutes ago or a few minutes ago?
Yeah, I saw you pop in and
disappeared. It wasn't. But anyway, it's just I rebooted my internet, but I'm here. I just wanted to. I'm not going to stay long. I just wanted to.
Yeah, I'm not going to stay on that long. I just wanted to come talk because I know people will be wanting to talk about it. It's a place for people to people come over here, talk about their memories of Rickey because it's a huge loss for baseball. You know.
I'm sure you've covered everything that I'd say in the next couple of minutes anyway, Eric. It's hard to believe.
Yeah,
and you know what I thought after the show last night? I thought if it was true, and you know, we heard rumblings, right? I really didn't want to touch it during the show last night. It's kind of like, what we talk about a subject like this. It was not, you know how much I see this stuff on the internet all the time. Oh, so and so has passed away, and the guy's living at large, at his ranch.
It's the quality of the reporting that was coming out that was it was concerning. That's what got me. If it's just some Joe Schmo out there or something, then it's a little bit.
Well, even during the early reporting process, the big boys, the guys who report like trades, and the guys we follow with some respect, they were probably in the same boat as you and I doing the live show. They're like, just not going there until I have
Dave Winfield. Go ahead. Josh Reddick was tweeting out, but I was just waiting for a national writer to go out there and officially say what's going on before I decided to go live. And again, I'm not doing this to I'm not doing this for clicks and all this other crap. I'm just here because he's a baseball legend. He is my earliest memories of a child watching baseball. Rickey Henderson, I saw all the time. Don't get me wrong. It was sad when Willie Mays died, but I never saw him play with my own eyes. I was able to watch Rickey Henderson play with my own eyes. Gotcha. When he was done with baseball, I was freaking just born.
Did you ever meet him?
I never met Rickey. No,
I met him.
But I got a chance to see him play.
I was in the same room as him. I was over and I don't know, maybe Bernice, she's in the other room. Actually, she's in the shower now. We're just getting ready to head out. There's anybody who's in the Bay Area in the chat. There is a really old rustic ribs place down on the waterfront in Oakland where they were in the general area where they're going to build that stadium. A lot of talk. Anyway, in walks Rickey Henderson. There was only like 6 of us there, and I knew who he was. And you knew by his voice. He had this like drawl. And he was the kind of guy, Eric, just being around him for 15 minutes, you could tell he was the kind of guy like could command attention in a room. He walked in with kind of swagger.
Right. That's Rickey, man.
Older retire. And I talk about older retirement. God, what I thought about when we signed off last night was, my God, if the guy's 65, Eric, you're talking about a living legend.
A living legend.
A living legend to live forever. He's already a legend. And I mean, Eric, Jesus. Stories like this, Eric, kind of morbid for me. I'm not far behind, dude.
Yeah, that's why you got to be careful, man. When you're sick, man, I'm telling you, you got to take it serious. You got to take it serious.
Did they have a cause?
They're, from what I've heard, it was pneumonia, but I haven't seen anything official.
It's bad here in the Bay Area. And I got in Canada. I've been feeling like, like this for 3 weeks, Eric?
Yeah, you've been
look after yourself, man.
Yeah.
I get all pissed off. I go, I got to be on the show tonight with Eric. And Bernice is like, you're staying in bed. I'm like, I got to do the show. She goes, you got to live to see another day. So I'm kind of in shock, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's kind of unbelievable. It is. It is.
I'll tell you a little fact that most people don't know. I won a huge trivia contest about 10, 15 years ago. Did you know? Well, I'll give you the answer, basically. It's like playing Jeopardy. Rickey Henderson holds the all-time Major League Baseball record for breaking up the most no-hitters with a home run.
No kid with a home run.
Yeah.
No kidding. I did not know that one.
That was the trivia question. And no one could get it. It went on for days. And I finally got the answer. A light bulb went off. And you know what? You know why? Because he holds the all-time Major League Baseball record for leadoff home runs.
Well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
It didn't to like the 250 people playing in the contest. They were like, oh my God. It must have thrown out 3,000 names. And then I'm like, Rickey Henderson. If he let off the game with a home run, he's broken up the no-hitter. I think they even had my bell. Ding, 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 ding. So Rickey could hit the home run right off. He was that kind of guy, could hit a home run right off the leadoff spot, which is such a beautiful thing.
Dude, I'm telling
you. The guy
you.
didn't hit base hits, Eric. The guy hit doubles and triples, in my opinion, his entire career.
Right, because as soon as he got on first base, he was on second, right? That was Did you see what his career on base was? His career on base was 401. He got on base 40% at the time. He had almost 2,300 runs scored.
Well, you could. He's the epitome of the perfect ball player, Eric, because he had a little pop.
Yes,
he was not a lot. He had enough. And then you were afraid to pitch to him. Well, you're afraid to pitch to him. You put him on base, and then he goes to second and third, right? If everyone could be like Rickey, run, man, run all the way to heaven, pal.
I said that he's arguably the best leadoff player to ever hit the game, or to play the game. He is, but he's more than that. I mean, the guy was just a hell of a player, man. Hell of a player.
How many World Series did he win, Eric?
Oh, that I don't know. Here, let me look. You can
actually bring that stuff up on the screen. You're in master control, but I can look it up. I'll look up.
Hold on, I'll look it up real quick.
Henderson. I like those pages with the stats.
I just got rid of that damn freaking tab too. Hold on, I'll find it.
65 years old, Eric. Jeez.
I know. MVP, 10-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champion, a Gold Glove, 3 Silver Sluggers, and an ALCS MVP. The guy played 25 seasons, Glenn.
You know what? He's that kind of player. He's the epitome of the guy you'll never see again. A guy who, I mean, he'd play a whole season. The guy would play, you said, who's playing 25 seasons, Eric?
Yeah, but the last few seasons, of course, weren't as,
not as productive.
I mean, that was like, he finished when he was like 42 or 43 years old, man.
You don't even
still out there.
Exactly, Eric. I mean, Hall of Fame inductee with Fergie Jenkins and Ozzie Smith, Louis Tiant back in 2015. So that's what I mean about a living legend. And then and I shouldn't say only 65, Eric, but when you get to be my age, 65 years old, man. Like I say, I'm right behind. It's not like he was a spring chicken or anything, but I think 65 is young, man.
It's young. 65 is young.
Especially when you've had a career like him and you have money and Eric, they say money won't buy happiness.
No,
man,
it doesn't.
You should be able to live out the rest of your life. I'm sick and tired of reading stories about people in any walk of life who work so diligently, work to have a good life and are respected, and then they get their pension and 2 days later they drop dead. It's such a sad state, man.
That happens a lot. Sometimes it's just they don't know what to do anymore. They've
been working all the time.
Yeah, it's crazy. But even though, and to your point, talking about even though if you have a whole lot of money, you still got to take care of your health.
Yeah.
You could be poor in material things, but if you're taking care of your health, you're going to have a good quality of life.
5%. Yeah,
right?
I don't have much battery life here. I wasn't live with you, but I just wanted to pop.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go much longer, to be honest with you, because we'll be back tonight.
Coming up on tonight's show, I guess we're going to be talking about somebody who's off the table, right? Goldschmidt has signed with the New York Yankees.
Yeah, I saw that. I haven't even seen what the deal was, but yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So there's one less thing we have to talk about. By next week, we'll have nothing to talk about whatsoever.
Yeah, right.
How are we going to talk for 2.5 hours, Eric?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Bernice always says that after the show. She goes, "Don't tell me you don't talk a lot." She goes, "If you two can talk for about nothing for 2.5 hours, then..."
That's pretty much what we did last night.
Thanks to the chat. How are the guys responding in the chat, Eric?
Oh, yeah. People talking about memories. Johnny T came in strong talking about, in the 80s, Rickey Henderson was the guy for everybody. Everybody in the 80s loved Rickey Henderson. And he made a great point. The kids in the neighborhood, when you're out there playing street ball, everybody was impersonating his freaking batting stance. Everybody. I mean, that's what people did in the freaking 80s, man, when Rickey was playing baseball. They loved him, man.
Yeah. He just, like you say, a living legend is now gone. So, yeah. I watched him because all the games were televised in Canada. You didn't need any of these Major League Baseball packages or anything. CTV in Canada would broadcast all of the Blue Jay games. So they traded for him, won a World Series with America.
Yeah, they did. Yep. So they
built an all-star team. They built a Dodgers type team, right? With
they did.
Molitor and Pat Borders and Rickey Henderson. They had everything. They had it all.
Of course, Joe Carter, Alomar.
Touch them all, Joe. Touch them all.
Yeah, that was something. Big moments right there, man.
Yeah. That takes you back to your childhood, Eric. It's like when
it's exactly what it
reminisce about the Michael Morse home run.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be a lot of people who won't remember that around baseball, but for you and I, if I
for Giants fans,
a ripe old age, I'll still be talking about that home run, man. Because
exactly
baseball brings you memories. And how many times have we seen that in our chat in the evenings? Right? Baseball's a game of memories.
That's exactly what it is, man. You talked about it. It harkens you back to the days of when you were a kid, had no worries. You were just out there enjoying baseball. That's what the joy of baseball does. It's America's pastime, man. It's America's, and it's a reason why it's America's pastime. People love it.
I'll tell you one more thing to one up it. When you're a guy like Greg, who lives in my building here, and myself, when you're a collector, Eric, I remember chasing those cards when I was a kid. When you would get the Rickey Henderson rookie year.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's an upper deck card. I'll try to find a copy here among my hoard, as Bernice would call it, my hoard of cards. There's a Rickey Henderson card. It's in like 3D. It's like stop motion. So it has them looking at the pitcher, then turned, and then running all in one card. It's beautiful. Yeah. I can remember that's baseball, man. Memories of my collecting, and collecting my stickers when I was a kid. And Yeah, jeez, man.
What are you talking about? You're still collecting that stuff.
Know these people.
You're still collecting that stuff, man.
Yeah. But it's like our chat here in the little show called Giant Sports Talk Live, Eric. You feel like you know these people.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because
Rickey Henderson doesn't know Glenn or Eric.
No.
But we feel like we know him.
Right. Exactly. And I don't know.
For all he did for us, man. It was good.
And I tried to honor him with this thumbnail that I had put out. I thought that encompasses what Rickey Henderson was about, right?
Oh,
that's when the Coliseum was absolutely beautiful, when they had the ivy up there in the center field. When you could see the Berkeley Hills. I mean, it was beautiful. And then on the other side, of course, was the BART station.
You got the grass berm and the old Safeway sign, Jack in the Box.
Dude, I'm telling
you. Oh, beautiful. Nice job.
The Coliseum was a beautiful stadium to go watch baseball back in the 80s. Before they built Mount Davis, it was I loved watching games.
Didn't it? Cavernous, maybe a good word.
Oh, it wasn't even the bat flip, yes, but I love that when he always popped his, remember? He would always pop his jersey. I love it when he would do that, man. I love it. Love it, dude. The guy was just awesome, man.
Often imitated, but never duplicated, Eric.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But yeah, his bat flips were great. He would just give it that little toss. He'd give it that little underhand toss. It was just awesome, dude.
I'm glad we were able to pop on, or I was able to come on. You can carry it on home. Like you say, I'm going to charge up the laptop, get ready for the show tonight, talk about who's going where. Things are heating up, Eric. Goldschmidt's off the board now, so I think there's going to be a couple every day moving forward to Christmas. Is there a Christmas break, Eric, where they kind of like freeze? Is there a freeze period?
I don't think there's a freeze period.
You could have a deal on like Christmas Eve, or you never know.
You could. Now, normally during Christmas, it's
unwritten
usually
rules.
they're having enjoying their time with family and friends and everything. If I'm not mistaken, this is going to be after anyways, because I know Joel Wolf says Roki Sasaki, he's going back to Japan for the week of Christmas. He's gonna stay in Japan for 2 weeks and then eventually come back. But that's way down the road. We're not going to hear anything about him for a while. But the other guys, I don't know what the deal may be. We'll see.
Yeah, babe. The guys like Montana, Tyson, Henderson, they epitomized the 80s, didn't they?
Oh, I know, man. Don't forget Michael Jordan. Rocks.
I got on the plane in Cleveland. There's Joe sitting in the plane with me.
Rocks. Don't forget Michael Jordan, dude.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, Michael Jordan. You talk about the 80s? Montana, Tyson, Henderson, Jordan.
Gretzky.
I was just going to say Gretzky. Exactly. You want to hit all the sports? There you go.
There you go. The GOATs, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I'll see you tonight. You can wrap it up now, or you can
I'll wrap it up
whenever you want to go, man. You just do your thing. I just wanted to. I was thinking Eric's going to take this through, and maybe I'll just come on tonight. But I felt I should come on and just kind of
right on. Appreciate it.
Participate with you, because it's kind of a. I don't know, dude.
I don't like it, man. And these last few days have been absolutely miserable. It's been overcast. Haven't seen the sun in a few days. It's just it just makes you even feel more somber, and you're just like,
doom. Well,
maybe
Christmas will perk your spirits. You know what I did this morning? Not a word of lie.
Let's hear it.
Talk to my dad.
Oh, nice. How's he doing?
My dad's my dad. He'll always talk about,
curmudgeon.
You should have done this, and you should have saved more money, and you should did. He'll go back to my grades in like grade 11. You did better in biology in grade 11. We wouldn't have this conversation now. Jesus, But dad's dad.
Dad is dad, exactly.
But he's still alive, so I figured, you know what? It's kind of a wake-up call. We need these once in a while. Kick in the ass.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So 100%. If you have a loved one out there, parents still alive, give them a call today. It's Christmas. Give them a call if they're still alive, because you never know when they won't be. All right, Eric. I'll see you tonight, guys. Thanks for popping by. I'm going to pop out. You coming out, Eric, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm just going to finish it up and get out of here. And then
I'll see you tonight, buddy.
All right, Glenn. Thanks again, man. Appreciate it.
Smiling.
You betcha. All right, guys. We're going to close it down here. We'll be back on tonight, 8:00. In the meantime, I'm going to put together a nice little video tribute to Rickey Henderson. I think I'm going to try to do him justice if I can. All right, guys. Again, thank you for hanging out here, talking a little bit of some memories of Rickey, and we'll be back again, we could do it again tonight, of course, guys. So we'll see you tonight, 8:00. Don't know what the topic will be, but it's going to be about baseball. So again, guys, we'll see you tonight. See ya.
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.